Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we are going to talk about a book called The Laws of Human Nature, written by Robert Greene. In this book, you will learn 18 life-changing laws, which will help you understand human nature, that why people behave the way they do, and how to remain vigilant. We will also learn how to behave, and how to act. In other words, we will find it very inspirational and fun. It will be safe to say that this video of this book is for people of every age group. Robert Greene is author of 5 international bestseller books. The 48 Laws of Power, which had a major role in his writing career. Greene had to face many controversies due to this book. We have already released on our channel the amazing video of 48 Laws of Power. If you haven't seen that video yet, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, before you get carried away by the video, immediately subscribe and like the video. Our video can sometimes be a little long, because we never compromise on video and book content. So it is important to watch the video till the end. So let's understand in detail the 18 laws of human nature. The law of irrationality. The first law explains our emotional attachment to the decision-making. Instead of seeing the world through the lens of rationality, we lean toward emotions to express the dismay of the issues that grab our attention. Unfortunately, these things don't come inherently. Only mindset can be cultivated to achieve a maximum effect. You are unaware of how deeply your emotions dominate you. Rationality has the ability to reduce its effects. Instead of reacting, think that whatever is really happening, open your mind to that as opposed to what you feel. It does not come naturally. It is a power we must grow. There are 3 steps to start walking on the path of rationality. Step 1. Recognize the biases. There are some things you should be aware of. Confirmation bias, conviction bias, appearance bias, group bias, blame bias. Step 2. Beware the inflaming factors. Trigger points from childhood. Look beyond childish precocity and character actions. Sudden gains or losses. Face these with pessimism or optimism. We underestimate the role of luck. Rising pressure. People act differently under pressure. Inflaming individuals. Stay away from people who arouse extreme emotions in you. Group effect. Beware of large groups and keep close your ability to think for yourself. Step 3. Strategies toward bringing out the rational self. Know yourself thoroughly. Reach to the roots of your emotions. Look up to from where they have started. Increase your reaction time. Prepare yourself to step back. Understand people as they are. Avoid the emotional point. Maintain a balance between thinking and emotions. Maintain a balance between doubt and curiosity. Love the rationale. Preparing yourself like this will give calmness and clarity. The law of narcissism. It goes without saying that we are all narcissistic, at least to some extent. To lower people's resistance when introducing your plan, you try to gain self-appreciate. Pay attention to people who attack first, and drag you into their drama. Beware of their hidden intentions. We must be honest about our own nature, and should not deny it. We are all narcissists. We need to develop our own empathy. For that we need to develop 4 skills. The empathetic attitude. You may begin by thinking that you know nothing. Learn to be curious to know other people's point of view. Visceral empathy. Pay attention to moods, as indicated by body language and tone of the voice. Behaving like other people may also gain empathy. Analytic empathy. The people you want to know about. Gather information about the early days, and their relations with their parents and siblings. The empathetic skill. For this skill, keep one thing in mind. The faster you interact with people, the better you will become. And the more the variety of people you meet, the more versatile your skill will become. The law of role-playing. You don't need anyone telling you that people wear different masks on each occasion. Nonetheless, they often reveal their true intentions through their facial expression, body posture, and nervous gestures, etc. To spot these insecurities, you'll have to be one step ahead of them. This is called the art of impression management. Increase self-confidence, smile, and be like the people you meet. Learn how to put yourself in the right emotional mood. Shape yourself as per the taste and style of people. Pay extra attention to your first appearance. Don't let your appearances be predictable. Show yourself as progressive, tolerant and open-minded. The law of compulsive behavior. Honestly, people's character is difficult to understand. To put it differently, people sing the same old song throughout their lives. You should tolerate this in your mind, and grow attachment with such people who show strength and courage. Being aware of your negative patterns will keep you away from bad people. If you follow this law will make you better. When choosing people to associate and work with, their reputation or the image they project, do not be mesmerized by it. Instead, train yourself to look deep within them, and see their character. Understand their ability to tackle adversities, ability to work with people, their patience and ability to learn. A person of strong character is like gold, rare but invaluable. They adapt themselves, learn, and improve themselves. The law of covetousness. It's strange but true. It shows why humans bend to get something slipping from their grasp. You can use this momentum to create a mysterious aura around yourself and leverage that position. It's a great way to become a role model and earn respect. People love to explore the unknown, and playing with these rules could give you advantage. Absence and presence have deep effects on us. Too much presence suffocates, and a little absence spurs our interest. We always try to possess what we don't have. Create some mystery around you. Use strategic absence, so that people desire your return, and want to be like you. Show people what they are missing in life, and what they are forbidden to do, and they will go crazy with that desire. The law of short-sightedness. Maintaining long-term vision is too much for some people. They are attracted to recent trends, opinions. These people who can't see beyond their nose, and often fall under the short-sighted category. Keep distance from such people, and be with people whose goals are long-term. It is in your nature to be impressed by what you saw and heard in the present, latest news, trends, opinions and actions of the people around you, which are the most dramatic. Learn to test people by their vision. Avoid people who can't see the consequences of their actions. They will infect you with this energy. Never lose sight of your long-term goals. With an elevated perspective, you will have the patience and clarity to reach any objective. 4 signs of short-sightedness and strategies to overcome them. Unintended consequences. In any group or team, make at least one person in charge of handling all of the possible consequences of a strategy, preferably someone with a skeptical and prudent mind. Tactical hell. You find yourself embroiled in several struggles or battles. You have lost your long-term vision, what you're really fighting for. Instead, it has become a question of feeding your ego and proving you right. The only solution is to back out from these battles, particularly if they are occurring often. Win through your actions, not your words. Start to think again about your long-term goals. Create a ladder of values and priorities in your life, reminding yourself what really matters to you. Ticker tape fever. When we face any kind of problem or obstacle, we should try to slow things down and step back. Wait a day or two before taking action. While facing these issues, we must clearly know what our long-term goals are and how to achieve them. Lost in trivia. You feel worried by the complexity of your work. You want to be on the top, so that you can control things better, but you are drowning in information. You need a mental filtering system, which is based on priorities and your long-term goals. Finally, knowing what you want to achieve will help you take out the essential from the non-essential. The law of defensiveness. It's needless to say that over time people have become defensive, and when someone talks about change, they flare up. If you want to reduce their resistance, you must provoke them to change their viewpoints, without offending them. If you want to achieve your goals fast, you must become creative. Explain your noble intentions, and make them feel that they are in control of their opinions and patterns. Life is harsh and people are competitive. We should look after our interests. We also want to feel that we are independent, are our job by ourselves. Therefore, when people try to change us, we become defensive and resistant. So to get people to remove their defensive positions, you must make it seem like what they are doing is by their own will. Never attack people for their beliefs, and for their wisdom or goodness. Don't make them feel insecure. Learn to control your own stubborn nature and free your mind from its defensive and closed positions, so as to unleash your creative powers. The law of self-sabotage. You look like what you feel. By confining yourself fully to negativity and fear, all the people with whom you share something, they will sense your habit. Such an attitude will lower your chances of success. It might sound a bit like a cliché, but only positive attitude is standing between you and success. Cultivating such a mindset only can help you to get the best out of everything, and can see opportunities where others see a trap. Each of us has a particular way of looking at the world, interpreting events, and the actions of people around us. This is our attitude, and it determines everything that happens in our life. If our attitude is fearful, we see the negative in everything. We stop ourselves from taking chances. We blame others for mistakes, and don't learn from them. We ruin our career and relationships unknowingly, by creating the circumstances we fear the most. The human attitude, however, is malleable. By making our attitude more positive, open, and tolerant of other people, we can travel to a different world. We can create new opportunities and attract people to us. The law of repression. People are not what they pretend to be. It's in their nature to conceal the darkness of their heart. Before understanding the overall ignorance, one must first see their dark sides. By understanding your enigmatic side, you get to a point where you can be an observer. This action has a pivotal role in bringing people to you. This dark side leaks out in your behavior, and harms you. Learn to understand the signs of the shadow, before they become toxic. By understanding dark side completely, you will become a complete person. The law of envy. The society today endorses the struggle for position, status, and achievement. This, however, increases the stubbornness, and can be a cause of jealousy. Some people only hope to emulate the success of others. Comparing yourself to others only lowers your value, and endangers your position in the society. Remember, actions speak louder than words. We humans surely compare ourselves with others. We continually measure people's status, the respect and attention they receive, and notice what we have and what they have. What's the difference between that? For some of us, it is a sign to be better through our work. For others, it can be a cause of deep jealousy, and these feelings can harm a lot. Learn to eliminate jealousy by drawing attention away from yourself. Develop your self-worth. Do not compare. The law of grandiosity. All kinds of humans have a habit of thinking about many things. This includes our greed for success, which is associated with the higher social status. Often, these thoughts take huge shapes, which is far away from the real truth. We lose reality, in search for being superior. As a result, we take irrational decisions, and confine only to imaginations. For success, your attitude and contribution, and the value you bring to other people's lives, should be compatible. Often our small success elevates our thinking of grandiosity to a dangerous level. We have forgot the role of luck and the contributions of others. Away from reality, we make irrational decisions. That is why our success often does not last. We must eliminate the thinking of superiority, and maintain the reality of your limits. Attach the feelings of greatness to your work, your achievements, and your contributions to society. The law of gender rigidity. Honestly, it's not as easy as using a magic wand to control men and women. You have to work on yourself and understand that how this affects your thinking, and make you strong and predictable in day-to-day encounters. By erasing these signs of energy of women and men, you introduce an authentic version of yourself to the world. In other words, by resisting the temptation to play gender roles, you can reach to success faster. All of us have feminine and masculine qualities. Some of them are genetic, and some come from the parent of opposite gender. We change these qualities by identifying the feminine and masculine roles, which are expected from us. And we pay a big price for this. We lose our character. You must be aware of these lost traits, and reconnect to them, so as to make creative powers. The law of aimlessness. In this digital age, sometimes, in order to deal with temporary disappointments and failures, people have to move on from themselves. A continuous failure is the cause of losing the direction. With the short-term mindset, we face the fears, which can trouble us in the long term. Therefore, aimless game can be very dangerous. A perspective and imagination of future is the best way to tackle this sense of purposelessness. We humans have to depend upon our conscious decisions. When it comes to our career path and handling the failures in life, we do the best we can. But in our minds, we can sense the lack of direction. A fine way to avoid this is to develop a sense of purpose, and using this information for giving directions. Even our doubts and our failures have a purpose, to toughen us up. With this energy and direction, our actions get amazing force. The law of conformity. People want to give the impression of being confident and self-sufficient, imitate the crowd, due to the fear of criticism. The more we want to stay away from this group mindset, the more our lives are reached to the point of no return. In doing so, we lose our uniqueness and feel miserable. There is a side of our character that we are unaware of, the person we become in groups of people. In the group setting, we unknowingly imitate what others say or do. We think differently and feel different emotions, we take more risks because everyone else is doing the same. Our social personality dominates who we are. By listening so much to others, we slowly lose our uniqueness and the ability to think for ourselves. The solution is to grow self-awareness. With this understanding, we can be good social actors, who can fit in and cooperate with others, while maintaining our independence and rationality. The law of fickleness. When you play the role of a leader, prepare yourself for tough treatment. Each mistake you make will be a chance for someone else to step up and take your crown. The solution is to stay down to earth, and face these attacks. In the process, your authority will be questioned, and your status will become the subject of inquiry. A wielder of this huge power should help people to show himself as a right leader. Experienced leaders practice this craft because they know its side effects. Although styles of leadership have changed with the time, one thing is same: people are always ambivalent about those in power. They want to lead but also to feel free. Without making sacrifices, they want to be protected and enjoy the success. When you are the leader of a group, people continually provoke you at the moment when you feel weak. Do not think what you need to do to gain their loyalty, because it means to be their equal or their friend. People will doubt your ability. Be mysterious for your motives, and respond with hidden contempt. If you want to lead, master this art. Once you have gained people's trust, they will stand by you, no matter how bad are the circumstances. The law of aggression. The world needs your energy. People try every trick to make you better. By outmaneuvering different people and asserting their superiority on them, they try to fulfill their desires. Dealing with such group requires expertise. If you are being the observer of these aggressive moves, then you'll be able to stand even when things get out of hand. Aggressive energy is not bad. If you can control it, regardless of the temporary failures, it will keep you bound and determined. People around you appear so civilized and gentle from surface. But beneath this mask, they are facing extreme irritations. You should observe people's unsatisfied aggressive desires. They depend on you being emotional, angry, and unable to think straight. Do not give them this power. When it comes to your aggressive energy, learn to control it, and use it for productive purposes. Learning to standing up for yourself, attacking problems and recognizing big ambitions is a must. The law of generational myopia. The generation gap is not a myth, because each new generation creates its own values and agendas. It forms the behavior of its members and uses it to exert a powerful influence on the world. The problem is that again we are doing this at the cost of our innateness. We are restricting ourselves in terms of creativity, without doubting these concepts. The generation you are born in defines who you are more than you can imagine. Your generation wants to separate itself from the previous one, and set a new tone for the world. Your task is to understand who you are, and how you see the world. You can be the one to set the new trends that your generation is hungry for. The law of death denial. Death laughs at us all. Being aware of its unpredictability is truly a powerful tool that one can hold. It helps you to create a sense of urgency that fuels your day-to-day activities. Training your mind to think in a similar way is also a great way to achieve results quicker. Most of us live the life, ignoring the thought of death. Instead, its thought should always be on our minds. The sense of shortness of life fills us with a sense of purpose, and makes us realize the urgency of goals. It also gives us a sense of proportion, of what really matters in this short life. Many people continually try to separate themselves from others. Instead, we must see the mortality in everyone, how it equalizes and connects us all. So friends, fight the narrow-mindedness. When something is deeply rooted in your heart, then it's not easy to shift your mindset. Despite what people have taught you, people who push and persuade can be counted on fingers. Before you put your opinion, you should respect opinions of others. Don't pretend that you know everything. Although, we refrain ourselves from believing useless tips, but it is completely based on merit. Without knowing your bearings, how can you reach your destination? It's a simple process that inspires you to move forward with confidence and withstand potential threats. Thank you friends. I hope you liked this video. I hope, by implementing all these laws in your life, you can be even more successful in your life. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then immediately subscribe and like and comment the video. This increases our motivation consistently. If you think this video can help others in life, so share it with everyone. We'll be back soon with even better videos. Thank you so much.